It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders, and it comes your way next.
We are just inside the Beltway, 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. First carry for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down by the scrimmage. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 32. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
And that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Quite the opening march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. It's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice run there. That 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
on first down. Zambrano. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Zambrano. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on first down. Zambrano throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Back to throw. Zambrano. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Back to Gibson, and another catch for him. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Looking to throw. Zambrano. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it concluded with the touchdown pass to Antonio Gibson. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 40 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not I just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 8 yards out. And the Browns have moved out in front. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He was a perfect 7 of 7 on that opening drive, the 7th being the touchdown pass. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Zambrano got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once more, Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Straight ahead, Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, Zambrano will dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 4. Back to throw. Zambrano over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Zambrano, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need to tip the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns now going to take over late in this 1st half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Maybe a free play for Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Grant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
On first down, it's Watson. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
That's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Holding, receiving.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Browns. And they've had some success on the ground, and with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for Washington, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's Antonio Gibson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, when he was at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Back to throw again. That's Samuel, caught left side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll look to throw again. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and Let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Looking to throw. Zambrano. And his throw here's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Zambrano. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Gibson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Gibson again, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Zambrano. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Back to throw. Zambrano. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson from 10 yards out. And the Commanders take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Sly on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They'll run. It's Gibson taken down at the 30.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Zambrano looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Throwing on 1st down. Zambrano. Complete. It's Dotson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw on 2nd down. Zambrano. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Washington on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Zambrano flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a first down throw, Watson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again is Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him lead the game out that way.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that one, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Play of the drive coming here on 3rd and 6. Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Watson on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs on the run, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw is Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. A carry for Gibson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Back to throw. Zambrano. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down by 2 touchdowns. Less than 90 seconds to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Here's Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. It's probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Watson. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 4th down, Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And he is out of bounds here. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Watson. Flushed out right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's been a mistake for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Again, it's Watson. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. .25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.